Hello and welcome. I am Belagavia and this is the survival world of Lübeck. And we're here at the spawn point. But today we're going to go back to the nether actually and build another of the railway stations that I'm working on. And this time it is for the Mesa portal. And so it's going to be a Mesa theme to the station and it's going to be great. But first we're going to go here, and I'm going to be quiet now so you can hear. Chickens, and they're dying, and they're giving me their cooked chicken and a lot of feathers. So this is what we built last time. I just thought I'd show you the absolutely finished result. The chicken grill. And I've actually taken one stack out, so we're at 3.5 stacks so far, and it seems to be working great. I don't think their efficiency is that high, to be honest. I think quite a lot of the drops get burnt, but it doesn't really matter because it's on all the time. And yeah, after a while we're gonna have more chicken than we can ever want. I've also, if you can see that here, possibly done a bit of decoration, and that is because I've put in lamps in a more orderly fashion than the torches that were here before. And if I jump up, you will be able to see the pattern here as well. I'm quite pleased with it. It looks alright from up here, and from below it looks, yeah, I don't know, it looks a bit messy, I think, maybe, but I do think it's cool. Maybe I think actually I need to add more stone. Anyway, these lamps are made with a pumpkin, 2 blocks underneath, and then brown glass. And then if we go out into the grass, I'll replace the glass with leaves. And actually I think they do look great, these lamps, and both varieties really, and they make it so that I don't have to have torches. If you didn't catch me building this, by the way, the chicken farm and so on, go watch out my previous episode. And oh, I'm gonna say one more thing about these lamps. If you want to have lamps like this, where they're lower down one block, you have to have them quite close by each other to avoid any problems with mobs spawning. So you have to, if there's a flat surface, you have to have one every 4th diagonal block. So if you there's a lamp here, so then there's 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and another lamp. 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and another lamp, and so on and so forth. And that is to get the right light level everywhere. So I think that's everything I'm gonna say about this. For now, I'm gonna go and pick up some materials, and we're gonna head into the nether. So I'll catch you later. So there are a few things I want to talk to you about before we begin, and I thought I might as well do it on the way. First off, I've made a Twitter account. I'm quite excited about that. There's a link on my channel, and also I'm going to put one in the description of this video. So on this Twitter account I'm posting between episodes basically, and there are screenshots, updates on what I'm doing in the game, and so on and so forth. And occasionally I might comment on other Minecraft related businesses as well. If you go there at the moment, you can see a map of this nether rail that we're currently riding on, and there are some other goodies as well. The second thing I want to mention is this. I found a nice spike biome, which is awesome. I've been looking for one for a while, and I managed to find one yesterday. We were out with the family. When I say out, I mean we were sat in our chairs playing Minecraft, and we managed to go make a portal through the nether and come out in a nice spike biome. So that was great stuff. And I have this really good idea for a base in the nether, in the spike biome as well. So we're gonna get back to that biome in a later episode, I think. But for now, we're going to the Mesa, or the Mesa platform, or the Mesa portal is what I'm trying to say. And I have a couple of ideas for this. We're going to obviously use clay, stained clay of various kinds, but we are in the nether, so we're going to use some nether materials as well. And I like the combination of the two actually. I've done a few little test builds and it looks quite good if I say so myself. And this here is portal to the Mesa. And it's basically a cobblestone room with a portal in it at the moment, and this way is the railway to the jungle, and obviously, as you saw, this way is the railway back to the desert. So we're going to combine those two, and the station is going to be here, a bit to the right here, basically. But to do that, we obviously first need to dig out a big hole, basically, to make room for this. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'm going to come back when I'm done. Right, that should be enough space. And yeah, that's quite a big cave. And if you look at my pickaxe, it's taken quite the beating here. And my eyes have gone funny from all the netherrack. But we have a cave, and that's good. And I've also put out a little outline here of what we're gonna do. So the first thing you'll notice is that the rail is raised compared to the actual floor, which is here of the station, and I really like that. It makes it, yeah, it's hard to explain. It makes it more impressive if you have to walk up to something, or if you stand down here, it makes you feel a little bit smaller. You might say that I'm going for something sublime here, even if you want to be fancy about it, and we can be fancy about it. So yeah, and then I've redirected the tracks even a little bit. I've had to cut some out because I didn't bring any tracks. I'm going to replace them later. But this is how the rail is going to go into the stations. The rails are going to go into the station even. So it's going to make a little bend and go in like this. And the reason for that is that I want us to be able to jump out of this one and jump into this one straight away. So hopefully, I haven't actually tested this, but hopefully we'll land here, jump out and end up here, and we can just click on there. Or alternatively, actually we can just sit here and click on that and we'll get in and then press the button. And off we go. So that's that as far as the rail is concerned. What we need to do with the building next here, with the build, is we need to encase this whole thing in cobblestone. So I'm gonna get on that, and I will show you what that looks like afterwards. Woo! I very, very nearly fell down there. That would not have been a lot of fun. Oh my dear days. Yeah, this is... Oh, there's something there. This is the risk of building things in the nether. That would have been a nasty fall. Yep. Okay, well anyway, I didn't actually mean to give you an update now, but I have put in some pillars and noticed that the my floor was one block too high, so I've had to lower the whole thing, and I'm gonna cobblestone it again. And what's left to it now is only the further or the back wall. So that was a close call. I'm gonna plug that hole and keep going. I'll be back later. So the floor is... Ooh, creeper. Oh, and I don't have any arrows because I put them in the something bag. Ah, there we go. One creeper less to worry about. Yeah, so the cobblestone floor is done. I'm going to show you that later on, but I'm here in the Mesa to pick up some clay. And I thought I'd show you my beautiful house. No, honestly, that's just where my portal is. And we'll get back to that in a later episode, but in the distance over there you can see yeah, some of my attempts at making a base here in the Mesa. It's not great, and it's definitely not finished. But I'm going for something like a Pueblo building, or a series of buildings, network of buildings really, over there in that cave. So that's what we're gonna do later on. But for now we shall get us some clay. And well, we need this white stuff and some other colors too, but this is actually going to be the main color of that we're going to use. But don't worry, it's not going to be boring or anything like that. But this is going to be the accent color to the other colors that we're going to have. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with getting some more clay, and then I'm going to build the first section, and then I'm going to talk to you about what the whole thing is going to look like. You're going to be able to see a bit more what I have in mind. I'll be back later. And here we are. That's one section complete of the wall. And yeah, I'm going for a real 3D effect here. So I want a lot of depth in these walls. And so, so as you can see, they go in 4 blocks in total, actually. So there's the light, and that is surrounded by a color, and well, a colored clay. And then we have the white clay that you saw me chop down before, and then outside of that is the frame of nether brick. And so there's going to be 3 sections like this, 1 section on there and 1 section on there. And then obviously in the end I'm going to have to do the same on here. So I'm going to build another one of these, or in fact I'm going to build the rest of them. And I'm going to try and do a time lapse of me building that. So enjoy. Alright, I hope that worked fine. And if it did, that's great. And if it didn't, I apologize. But here we are, 3 sections ready. I'm not sure about the colors. I like the red. I do like the brown, but I'm not sure it should be next to the red. And I'm not sure about the yellow. I might actually do some coloring of the clay. So I might actually get some hardened clay and color it. I did like the purple one that I tried out before, and I do also like green. So maybe we will have yellow there, or orange, and purple there. And then exchange this yellow one for green. But we'll see about that later. For now I thought I'd leave the wall sections and talk about the floor and the ceiling a bit. And basically the idea for the floor and ceiling is to have a combination of quartz and nether brick. And it needs to be half slabs to avoid any unwanted attention from mobs. And so I'm going to quickly show you my idea here. We'll have an outer lining of nether quartz, slabs and nether quartz in the middle here as well, and then we'll have these circular sections of nether brick, and that'll be repeated exactly the same in the ceiling, and I think it'll make for a very grand floor and ceiling indeed. Also, I should add that the stairs that are at the moment are cobblestone are also going to be quartz, so they'll add a lot of light to this place. So I guess it'll be something like this, and then a block, and then a slab there, which we need to make. Why do I keep going into my chest when I want to make things? I guess I am just that dizzy. Yeah, so then we're gonna have a slab there, like so. And I'm not sure if the stairs are gonna go all the way around, or all the way along here, or just in the middle. We'll see. But if they're not, it's gonna be tricky to figure out exactly what to do with the floor, for instance, here. So I'm gonna have to figure something out in regards to that. Also, I'm realizing that I might not have enough nether quartz, and if I don't, well, if I don't, I don't. I'm gonna have to go and get more in that case. But for now, I'm gonna work a bit on the floor, and I will be back when I'm done with it. And we're done. So okay, so the clay is obviously temporary, and there's a little bit left to do maybe over here. But the basic design is done, and doesn't it look grand, if I say so myself? This is a very impressive station, I think. And since you have seen now the well, what lies on the other side of the portal, you might actually find it a bit too impressive. And yeah, we're gonna have to fix something in the Mesa soon that looks a little bit more like a base and a bit less like a child playing with clay. But yeah, ceiling, repeating pattern, very expensive ceiling, I have to say. I have 3 blocks of quartz, 1 nether quartz, a couple of slabs and stairs. That's all I have at the moment. Gonna have to go quartz hunting again. And these sections here, which I really like the colors, and they obviously they are clay, so they remind us of the Mesa. And so then once we go through, we actually end up in the Mesa as well. I am very pleased. Obviously I'm not done, but I'm pleased enough to actually call it an episode here. Obviously I need to finish the other section here on the other side, and also everything needs to be half slabbed up here and prettified a bit, and there are some bits like that, but yeah, hey, this turned out really well actually. If you like this video, be sure to press the like button. I would really appreciate some more likes there, that would be awesome. Also, you can share the video with your friends, and you can always subscribe as well if you really like this video. Be sure as well to check out my Twitter feed to get more information on my goings on, and I will leave you here. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Let's Play with Vidagavia, and that's it for this time. See you later, folks.